You just come in here for the reinforce. I wonder if we win the war, we could even get back the Ardennes. That'd be nice. I would love a nice Ardennes. Okay, we're about halfway through the war now. Do you have anybody? Where's my, like, extra defense? 5% attack and defense is always pretty nice. Organization wouldn't be bad either. Max entrenchment plus 10. Yeah, let's go for school defense. And we probably wouldn't mind building up more defenses along the French border as well in the future. But, like, this, to me, is like you're significantly German. You're, like, significantly weakening yourself. Way more than you should for this war. What's happening? Well, Germany didn't like that we declared independence, so they declared war on us. Where are you going? Okay, Saudi-Omani war. So they're attacking us, but they basically can't push their way across the river. We get any extra weapons. 1939. That would require us to replace our current guns, which I don't really want to do because it's very expensive. You know, let's get better engineers. I think our armies, if I remember correctly, do have engineers actually in them. Yeah, we're currently gaining 0.9 command power per day, which is pretty good. The federal government also, by the way, is being, like, very aggressive. You're at war with Maklik now. And we only have 90 days left. Like, a lot of our units here, I will admit, don't have great organization. I mean, how many men have they lost so far? Almost 200,000 troops. I put these guys back here to maybe prepare for a naval invasion, but that just didn't actually even happen. And actually, with the Dutch also being part of... Well, because they've gone totalist, it means we can basically kill them relatively easily without having to fear about the German retaliation. Maybe retaliation from the French, but I don't know. Also, I'm curious. Does around Ludendorff do anything now against... Yeah, it's just against us, because... Okay, you guys go back to Liège. Liège doesn't have a fort, which is unfortunate. No, you're going to keep going back to Liège. Liège is like the weak point right now, unfortunately. We'll abort in a faction, subjects, or a peace with Germany. Well, we're not going to fail. Well, I don't think we'll fail. I don't think they'll take Brussels. What if they're just, like, wasting all their stockpile just trying to fight us? They have no infantry equipment. They don't have enough guns right now to reinforce all their troops, which is, like, embarrassing for them. We'll get the next level of rifles just for now. Again, just keep on reinforcing. We can do another last stand again with the entire army. Because how much do you cost? It costs only 7.2. We get that within a week. Or a little over a week, I guess I should say. We're at 6.2, 7.1. Tomorrow we should have the points we need to do another last stand. We're 2 months away into this 200-day conflict. Can you train any more units? We can get like one more unit. We can maybe deploy one more troop. You have a 9% chance of reinforcing the front line. Which is not bad at all. We've got this light tank. Like Germany. What's our chance to reinforce? The unit is too wide and would give a penalty. Okay. We've united the Catholic parties. Follow that up with subsidizing the Borobond. Another last stand here. Go back to reinforce Liège. They've lost about 250,000 men so far. They put their entire army on this front. Hey, Poland, you should invade Germany. I don't know if that makes any sense for you to do, but I would like it if you did do that. At least take a little bit of pressure off of us. Like, that would be nice. By the way, can you guys still elect? You can still elect the Social Democrats. After this, let's go for 1939 construction. How many men have we lost so far? We've lost 32,000, which I mean isn't nothing. Like, we're not a big country. Export arms to Venezuela. No, are you fucking... Who suggested that to my government? Throw them on the front lines for suggesting such a stupid fucking idea. Okay, well, anyway, you guys are here now. We have 7. Is that enough for you guys to do another last stand? No, but tomorrow it will be. Okay, 42 days. Honestly, we'll abandon Dunkirk, throw this guy to the front here. Okay, send you back over to this front. We currently have killed 238,000 men. And you're going to be going for another 13 hours. Because you need how much? You need... The big army needs 35 points, which we definitely don't have. An organization doesn't, like, go down that fast. Throw you under a different defense general, and you guys are going to last stand here. When can you can last stand at 6 points. We got 2 more days, so you can last stand. Come back to Liège. You can last stand today. There we go. Germany, you're going to be in World War II in 12 months. Is this really a good use of your military equipment? I would say no. That's my humble opinion, is that this is a bad idea for you. We have 13 planes, which is not a ton. You guys are still on last stand. Have you guys reorganized a little bit? Like, the thing with the Germans is that they just constantly are, just constantly attacking into us, right? So, like, our organization never really gets a chance to recover. Which is not good, obviously. We have 152 points. Chief of Army, max entrenched speed, plus 10% defense. Increase our defensiveness as much as we possibly can. The other armies still seem like they should be good. We only have less than a month to go. And then an event should fire where the AI will, you got 2 weeks, where the AI will hopefully surrender. If they don't, then we're going to force the surrender. I mean, you've really increased, like, our units are now very, very well trained. So I guess thank you, Germany, for that, for giving me the experience. You've given, like, all of these troops, everyone on this front line right now has major PTSD. But if you ignore that, then we're golden. Okay, 5 more days. There's no way, you can't break this in 5 days. It's just not physically possible. But your last stand lasts for 4 days. Tomorrow will be peace. I think. Yeah, it's not a good sign for things to come. And Middle Africa has now just collapsed. We've killed 300,000 German troops. Yes. Germans had enough with their bullying for now, it seems. They are meeting with representatives in Antwerp to work out terms of an arrangement. Yes, I would. Yeah, I want nothing more than peace. Let my people be free. The Treaty of Antwerp. Germans agreed to our terms. The Treaty of Antwerp has been signed. Belgian independence is finally secured. Get the fuck out of this country. I hate Germany. I hate you. What was that? Was that worth it, Germany? Was that worth it? You know what? Yeah, let's prepare for a world fair. While we're at it. We didn't even get any territory back. How disappointing is that we didn't even get any land from that war? We killed 300,000 men. We couldn't even demand a province. But I guess it works out in the end. Kind of. Bring our troops home. I'm assuming we don't need to worry about Germany anymore. Or at least I'm hoping we don't need to worry about Germany anymore. Follow this up with look towards expansion. I'm gonna make a small poll in chat. You're not gonna be able to see this on YouTube. Start a poll. If you're in chat, you should be able to see that. I think I spelled Ardennes wrong, but that's okay. Basically, should I forcibly annex this province as reprimands from Germany trying to be an asshole to me? I think so. I think that seems like a fair agreement. Because they really are just being dicks. Okay, electrification program's gonna be done soon. What are you, by the way, like, what do you actually do for us? I clicked the button. You're 5% stability. Maybe because we didn't actually take the Ardennes, the game didn't want us to, like, have it. But, like, how are you ever going to push your way into Germany? Like, even as Belgium, it seems like a challenge. By the way, you did win 97% of battles. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I guess the only battle we lost was probably, like, this one battle here where we had to pull back out into Charleroi. There we go. We got 65% yes. So Control Shift H, straight transfer tool. See Germany. There we go. The Volksmentality in Germany was forced to give up territory from their horrible defeat from they got fucking humiliated by Belgium. They got 1 civilian factory, 1 military factory, 175,000 more population. You do have a claim on the Ardennes, but that's about it. Hungary, I mean, they're still fighting. Romania's still fighting in their war. American Civil War, it's still a little bit hard to tell who's going to come out on top of there. And of course, there's about 1 trillion wars going on in Africa right now. Okay, South Africa is now incredibly powerful. And Nigeria, Hafsland, Kukuland. We have 3,000 guns. Let's start building some basic fighters as well. When will you be finished? Yeah, Portugal did. They won against Middle Africa, which I think is the only time I've seen the AI actually win that war. Oh, you now are Grand Peru. You've got National Populist. Okay. Yeah, but I never seen Portugal win the war against Middle Africa. I wonder what actually caused the AI to be kind of trash. Maybe because they're at war with us and it kind of screwed up the AI. That would be my best guess, but I don't really know. I can't believe Germany lost so many men in that war. Like 300 to 350,000 men. And they're gonna be in the Second Weltkrieg so soon. That I just don't know why they would do it. Let's get our way up to level 3 forts across the French border. We need to prepare for that war as well. Okay, bring more troops over to this front. We're going to need to try to spearhead our way into Amsterdam, Utrecht, The Hague. We have 18 to 38 divisions. We're going to try to defend the revolution. Rebuilding the commune, economic recovery. Let's go towards yeah, let's get some factory speed going. Seems nice for them. Where's my other tank division? My other tank division, put him here. So we can maybe try to race our way towards these major cities. That'd be nice. Bulgaria. I mean, Bulgaria should win against Romania in due time. I think Portugal can also start invading more people. I think they can invade you, and they might be able to invade Tangikia as well. I remember. Punish traitors at Triumph. Yeah, get a lot more claims. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff they can do here. Actually, if Portugal wins the war against Middle Africa, does that guarantee the collapse fires? I'm really not too sure, actually. And Nigeria's won their war. You've now joined up with the Cairo Pact. That war will be breaking out any week now. You're technically at war with Romania as well. Your allies, you got military access to Bulgaria. We're going to look towards expansionism. And then follow this up with, we're going to rectify the Treaty of London. Or do you want to join the Entente first? Nah, let's get our casus belli against the Dutch. We will probably see more Dutch troops reach their way towards the border soon. Yes, it's going to be 3 more. Just 1 more of each of you. You actually technically need to be under another commander because we don't have enough room for you. You can be underneath... You can be the Red Army. Pushing away towards the north. Because again, like, how many troops does Bahadi Commune actually have? We can see 7 to 28 right now. We got 1 more unit here. Our intelligence network in their country is not the greatest. You know, let's make our intelligence agency. Send some spies into the Netherlands. Hope for the best. Okay, Kurdistan declared independence on the Ottomans. I would say that's a mistake, seeing as if you waited again like a few weeks, you'd be able to join with the greater uprising. Okay, any good upgrades we can get? 1940. It's about a year ahead of time, but that's okay for our purposes right now. What are you missing? Just a few light tanks. Nothing too bad. The 23 of you. Send in some basic fighters. By that, I mean, are the 2 that we currently have. I mean, our Air Force... Some experts might say our Air Force is pathetic. But I would like to think that our Air Force just has potential to be very powerful. Defending Carmen's got a war on the Qing. How are you guys doing? You're at war with the Yunnan clique in the League of 8 Provinces. The Shaanxi clique has taken over most of you. I guess Mongolia were able to survive. They've actually still got Roman von Urgenberg Ergen Sternberg. He's still actually in charge of Mongolia right now. Do we need any of this stuff? No, I think I want to save for more of you. Question, do we have enough troops to defeat defeat the Dutch in a quick war? Maybe. Does Burma have... No, I don't believe Burma has a focus tree. No, they're just generic. They're one of the few countries that don't have one. You guys down here don't either, right? Yeah, no, you're just generic as well. The Shaanxi clique's looking pretty powerful. Okay, we do got our spy network up. In 30 days, we'll have our first spy. We'll send him, of course, straight into... You're also fighting the Qing. Shout-on clique. You're all War of the South. But if we can push here... Out towards Amsterdam and The Hague... Like, I feel like that'd be pretty nice. And the Dutch East Indies, they do have claims over all this territory, because they do still claim to be the rightful government of the Netherlands. I mean, again, we could join up with the Entente to invade you. There we go. The war against the Ottomans has now begun. Where are we sending our spy? I mean, we'll send it into the Dutch, right? Like, that makes sense. We don't have him quite yet. Yeah, French declare war on Mali. I never have seen this flag before. Syria joined the Cairo Pact. Nothing too surprising there. We'll save our points for, probably get war economy as soon as it's available to us. Peace conference is over. Armenia's declared war on you. We'll declare war in 15 days. We'll wait until we join up with the Canadians. No, I'm not sending my spy to China. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The United Cliques actually could kill the federal government. Look, good on them. The war in Hungary, of course, still raging on. This war still raging on. Triple Italians are war on the Ottomans as well. So the Ottomans are not in a great state of affairs. Tripolitania, Cyprus. Triple Tie has actually gone cynic or socialist. Construction 3 is done. Let's go for one more level of excavation. Is there any resources in this province? No. Just mostly manpower. And I guess 2 factories. Got 1 more week for you. The thing is, like, how many... If 8 to 27, we might outnumber the amount of troops Bahani Commune actually has. And immediately send you to spy in the Netherlands. Next, we'll research 1940 infantry equipment, even though it's a little ahead of time. I still think it's worthwhile. And if we have 7... No, we'll wait until we have like a stockpile that's like 15,000 guns, and then we'll think about attacking. Also, yeah, the SRI killed Lombardy and Venice very easily, which is exactly what I thought was going to happen once the government collapsed. But it does mean that Austria is probably going to intervene in the Wildkrieg way earlier than they sometimes do. You've joined the Internationale, huh? You join the Internationale the moment I finish this. Well, we'll join the Entente then. You son of a bitch. Okay, well, then we need to send you guys down south. Delete this line. Red Army will have to defend the northern provinces for now. It's really, like, the worst possible time that they could do this is when they do it. Well, I guess we're not going to war right now, though we might as well upgrade our infantry weapons. Send you to Red Army. Got our troops on the French border now. Natal's joining the Entente. It's like, why? Because you're not in a faction anymore, right? Yeah. I mean, Mali's doing pretty well for themselves. Probably won't win the war against the French Republic, but... I mean, how could you expect them to? Infantry weapons. Yeah, let's make our infantry weapons better. Yeah, can now the British and French start putting troops into this area. Which is not good. You hate me. They claim... They hold our claimed provinces. They have claimed our territory. We refuse the Treaty of Varel. It's like, if you... We could have been friends, Germany. We could have been friends. But you decided not to. Okay? This is entirely your own fault. You got nobody to blame but yourself. Soon we'll be in the Entente. The Entente right now is... shitty, I would say. I would say they're not very good. The federal government's dead. I guess Szechuan's the last one in the faction. Unless for some reason Tibet is considered a major power. They're not. Okay, as soon as Szechuan's dead. Well, a very, very strong League of 8 provinces. I think the Qing are going to die. Definitely been an interesting campaign. Let me just put it that way. But I'm hoping the Entente will just flood our territory with units. Something similar to what they do when Portugal joins the Entente and Spain goes syndicalist, where the AI just throws 1 trillion troops into the country, which we saw last time in our India campaign. So if we get something similar like that, but in Belgium... Yeah, Barcelona's dead, CNT's over. The Kingdom of Spain has survived. How many troops do the Canadians have? 11 to 64. France has 13 to 75. How many troops do you guys have? 7 to 23. It's not that many. There we go. Belgium is joining the Entente. This is a little Entente in the middle of Western Europe. Let's join the IAC, the ISAC. Sure, you want me to go to war against Nepal and South Africa? I mean, if it allows me to do this, which it will once I have enough political power. Oh, thank you, France, also for sending me a single aircraft. I was hoping for something not garbage, but I guess this will do. Okay, let's also build fortifications on our northern Dutch border. We'll throw the military factories just in the south for now. By the south, I just mean the bottom of the list. Yeah, we do not join. Do not invest anything because we really can't afford it right now. So what are you? You're 1 free civilian factory, 2 free dockyards. Or bonds, less consumer goods. Not horrible. We can't. We're already in faction with France. We actually can't do this. So we can start the Second Veal Creek early if I just invaded the Bahati commune. It'd be foolish to do that. But we could, theoretically. Let's go for war bonds next. What's lindistic to... What's this penalty? That's actually really bad. Okay, you know what? Let's get the independent army and then we'll remove that penalty. Because the less penalties we have, the better. Yes, you guys are all just part of Red Army. Well, hopefully the Dutch now need to spread their army a little bit thinner so they can actually cover the entirety of the German border. We're also now technically over our maximum supported units. It's a little bit of a penalty, but actually it's not so bad. Romania still not lost Bucharest yet. Hungary still is alive. Cannot join this war. I wonder why you can't join that war. Very interesting. Yeah, Ashanti's been annexed. The Ivory Coast is now very powerful. Cameroon's at war with the Commune of Gabon, who's actually got their own focus tree, even though it's actually really small. You can actually join the Internationale. How weird is that? You have 1 to 5 divisions. Well, Gabon, you try your best. Because you're in the Internationale, you're totalist. I know that you can... I mean, you're in this little thing. I don't know. Gabon playthrough when? Oh, I was thinking it. Like, as soon as I thought they had any amount of a focus tree, I was like, oh, interesting. Our revolt is now also declared independence against the French Republic. I've noticed that the Entente has actually not sent any troops to our borders, which I was really kind of expecting would be a thing. Oh, excellent. The League of Five Provinces did annex this one province, which looks wonderful, by the way. I love what you've done with the place. So we're going to make those borders look a little bit nicer. You go to them, and then you can go to the Yunnan clique. There we go. That looks a lot nicer. 1 state for 1 state seems reasonable to me. The Qing are having a bad day. I'll probably see the Qing maybe end up just perishing. Depends on if Japan actually attacks in, which could cause the Chinese United Front to form, which could throw this whole thing in a bit of a disarray. Don't need any war propaganda. At least not right now. And you're still in the Entente. You're national populist. Mali is dead, and hey, we're gonna throw that to the French, because, like, why would we do it anything else? And we're not technically at war with you. Well, we don't really need to be at war with you either. 1-1-1. There's not a lot of troops here. But we're close to the Second Veal Creek. We're close to the Second Veal Creek. But I think at least for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end the Kaiserreich section of the play.